welcome to today's live stream. And as you can see, today we are going to be talking about how do I get a student pilot certificate? How do I same thing with saying how do I get a student pilot license? A student pilot license. That's an SPL. So basically that's what we are going to be discussing today. So if you just join us, just make sure you like, comment on your name, and let me know who I'm talking to tonight. Okay, I can see two people are here already joining us for today's live stream. Welcome, guys. And this is still Princess Anu-TV. We talk about aviation, motivation, and adventure. And if you've not yet subscribed, make sure you click on the subscribe button and click on that bell so that whenever I post any video, you'll be able to see it. Welcome to today's live stream. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and also you can share the link with your friends, your family members, and everyone that cares, so that they can get so much benefit from today's live. I don't know if you can hear me clearly, but it seems like my voice is beginning to get cracked. So the first thing I want you to know, what is a student pilot certificate, or what's a student pilot license? A student pilot certificate or a student pilot license, it's a permit that gives a student pilot the privilege to fly an aircraft under training to become a pilot. That's when you talk about a student pilot license or a student pilot certificate. When you get that, you have the permission to fly an aircraft, and that's to train to become the pilot in command of an aircraft, to train to become the pilot in command, to train to become a private pilot, a commercial pilot, or an airline transport pilot. So that's what a student pilot certificate or a student pilot license is all about. And how now do I get this student pilot license, or how do I get the student pilot certificate? That's our main focus for today. The first thing you have to do, you have to become a student. Like the name is called, a student pilot certificate. You need to become a student to be given access to get this. So just anybody in quotes cannot get the student pilot license or student pilot certificate. If you're new joining us, welcome, guys. I can see more people are joining us. Today we are talking about how to get a student pilot certificate or a student pilot license. So if you have any questions, Fair Gorgeous Beauty, welcome. Good evening, dear. I really appreciate your presence always on this live stream. It's so much encouragement. Thank you so much for being here. So you must be a student, like I was saying, to be able to get the student pilot certificate or the student pilot license. And it's either you attach yourself maybe to a fly club, or to a flying school, or to basically that should become pilots, whether for fun, whether for money, whether for any organization at all that train people to become pilots. You need to attach yourself to them. That's the first thing you're going to do. Flight school, a college, a university, a flight club, whatever it may be, you need to attach yourself to them. And they're usually the ones that process this private pilot license. Welcome, Obo Wisdom. I can see Noye is here today. It's really nice having you guys in today's live stream. We do the live stream every day by 10 p.m. and make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And if you have any aviation questions that you would like me to answer, I'll be so super glad to answer it. And that's part of why I do this live stream every day, so that I help you treat your everyday aviation or student pilot questions to the best of my knowledge. I can only talk as a student pilot, not as a staff working in NCAT, not as a management of NCAT. So any question you ask me will be under the basis of a student pilot. I can only give you from my experience. So if you have any questions, any challenges at all, anything you're facing, just like leave them in the comment section, so that as I'm treating this particular topic, I'll see them and I'm going to answer them and help you out from your confusion or whatever. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up as usual. Like, it helps more people see that okay, something is going on, and like they can come over to watch. So guys, as I was talking about how to get a student pilot license, how to get a student pilot certificate. And the first things I said were that you have to attach yourself to a school. I initially explained what a student pilot certificate or what a student pilot license will do for you. So maybe during the replay back of this video, you can like watch it to know that, to get that explanation. So as I was saying, nobody is not just like anybody that can get this. You need to have attached yourself to any of these organizations, and when you've done that, they now help you like apply to the regulatory body, which in Nigeria is NCAA. That's the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority. Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, that's for Nigeria. For America, they have their own FAA. For Ghana, they have GCAA. For South Africa, they have I think CAA. I think that's the one South Africa uses. I'm not really sure about that. I'm not a South African person. I'm a Nigerian person. I'm proud to be a Nigerian. So actually, I can't really say for now the exact one that other countries use, but I'm very sure of one Nigeria uses, NCAA. So the body you attach yourself with will apply to NCAA for you. You cannot go by yourself to apply for a student pilot license or a student pilot certificate, and that's one of the problems people always have. They feel that okay, I can quickly get a student pilot certificate, let me just go. In fact, where do you know you're even going to? That's the first thing. Where do you know you're going to? Where do you know who do you know you're going to ask? What questions are you going to ask? So that's part of why I'm bringing this video, to like clarify some of these things so that everything is done orderly. So the first thing, like I'm saying to you, you need to attach yourself, and then these people will like apply for you. And when they apply for you, they ask for things like medicals. The medical is very, very important. We are going to be talking about the medicals maybe tomorrow. I think I need to write that in my like to-do list, so that tomorrow's live stream will be talking about medicals, what and what is required in medicals, what and what you should be aware of, what and what you should take note of that will like help your medicals go fine, and the rest. So they'll ask for your medicals, and when you like bring your medicals or like submit your medicals, then they're going to check. I think medicals is the main thing, then like they give you your license. So oh, Kelvin, welcome. Thanks for being here today. I'm so happy you're joining me tonight for today's live stream. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and if you have any aviation questions, student pilot questions, if you have any questions concerning aviation, motivation, education, just like leave them in the comment section, and we are going to be treating them tonight. Like, thank you so much for joining me in today's live stream. So guys, as I was saying, then these people now apply for you. Now I just talked about the general part. Now let me talk about how NCAT does it, how Nigerian College of Aviation Technology does it, or how they practically do it in Nigeria. When you come, they use like, because after your evaluation exams, they use the medicals from your evaluation exams, because when you come for evaluation exams, you pass through a series of medicals, and those series of medicals, that's what they take to NCAA to apply for your student pilot. People's student pilot license don't come out on time, so having issues with their age or whatever, but as an individual, you cannot go and apply for a student pilot license by yourself. Somebody or an organization or a flight club or An organization, people that conduct flight training will have to be the ones to like apply for you. So even if you come to a flight school, you need to trust them to be the ones to apply for you, because you cannot go to NCA does a medical, consider it from a school. They don't like look at individuals, like that kind of individual thing. You must have been sent by somebody, by an organized body, for anything you want to get. So I want us to take note of that. So don't stay in your house and think of the fact that, oh, I think I want a student pilot license or a student pilot certificate, and you just think, okay, I can get it at any time. No, you have to like join a flight school or a flight club or a flight organization, any of them, to get a student pilot license. And you must, George, it's nice having you to like, that's super super nice. If you have any questions at all concerning aviation, motivation, just make sure you leave them before the end of this talk so that we can actually talk about that. So I would also like to talk a little about the medicals before we, finish for today. It's not really like getting a student pilot license. It's not really a long talk. Just try to like break everything down one after the other so that you get to like understand it, and like it can really make sense. So please, if you understood what I said, just let me know. If you have any other questions concerning getting a student pilot license or a student, we discussed about this first solo of a thing, and I discovered that people are still having issues with considering to add in this video that a solo flight, your first solo, averagely 1 or 2 landings. So that's what a first solo. So but it's like one of the best flights you can ever have in your career, because it's like a determining factor. Oh, I'm so sorry, Kelvin. You say you're having a very bad network. I'm so sorry about that. Don't worry. I'm still going to leave the video up so that you can like play it later and like get every other. Does it take to get? How long does it take to get the license? Okay, I would like to explain. In some cases, it takes some months because they start applying for getting. That's what it like looks like, and but some people's own actually takes more time. I really don't know why it takes that long. Maybe, but basically most bring there before and they have issues with getting their real medical, either how long it will take and get your life. One of the best feelings that you can have, trust me, because it's like your work is paying off, and it's really a good thing actually. PL get is it possible for a student pilot without PPL, e.g., fly with you and record the hours on his or her logbook? I explained this in which day, which live stream was this? I think it was on the 25th. You can actually check the video we made on the 25th, because I like have my records. I've told you guys before, I actually like to keep records, and it's also good you learn to keep records. Actually, we talked about 2 student pilots flying together that day, and I made mention of the fact that 2 student pilots can only fly together when they are going on their cross-country flights. And what qualifies you to go for your cross-country is only when you have like cross-country hour building, because there's cross-country for PPL license. Because before you, when you're doing your PPL qualifiers, you have to like fly to Kanu, Kaduna, and back. You have to like go to like 2 different aerodromes to like land, then you come back. But when you're going for your CPL cross country hour building, you can go to like 3 or 4 aerodromes at once. You spend like over 4 hours, because basically the endurance of the aircraft is about 5 hours, so they don't want like the maximum of 4 hours 30 minutes airborne, and you come to land. And in that case, you only do it with somebody that already has a PPL license. And the reason is because somebody has to act as the P1 and the other person has to act as the P2, because it helps like build your hours together. You are going to be basically looking for 100 hours, 50 hours of P1, 50 hours of P2. So if you're not or you're hoping to fly with your neighbor or something, help the person get to the stage that you are in, so that it's really going to be easy, it's going to be more fun, it's going to be more interesting to fly with someone that you can really relate with, because I've told you exactly what happens, but you're not really like in synchrony with that person. So that's basically how it works. That's basically how it goes for flying with someone that doesn't have a PPL. You can't fly with someone that doesn't have a PPL. It's like when I mean correction, people that and acting as the P1, that's the pilot in command, right? People that did not have their PPL were acting as the co-pilots, and this was because we were ferrying aircrafts. But in cases where you are not ferrying aircrafts, the school is not going to allow two people that do not have their PPL to fly. It has to be the two of them flying an aircraft for cross country. That's for Oh, George, I'm so sorry that you're having network issues. Here too, there's a slight obstacle pilot license. So guys, don't forget, tomorrow's live stream we're going to be talking about pilot medicals. So that's how it's basically going to go. Okay, Unique San, I can see your question. I'm not yet done with flight school. I'm still in flight school. So for now, my next goal is to hit getting my instrument rating and my multi-engine rating, which I am currently doing. So I hope I treated that too. And don't forget, there were some other things that we talked about in the previous live streams. It would be nice if you check the previous videos. There's so much information. That's the beauty about this live stream. You are given the opportunity to like answer spontaneous questions that on a normal day, they are not just the regular kind of questions that people like ask, you know, the streamline kind of questions. So I kind of like express myself talking about a lot of things about flight school in the other videos. So okay, I'm having a very bad connection. In fact, my phone is showing me a very bad connection here. I wish it can get better than this. Okay, I saw your question concerning. Sorry, let me quickly read that question. Okay, you said how much is the money? How much is the money I need to study aviation? I've made a video concerning that. You can just check on the channel page how much the total cost will be. I made a range in that video, a previous live stream. Just check under a playlist called live stream discussions. I talked about the costing, general costing that you're going to spend for the aviation, like aviation general, especially in Nigeria. I was very open about that. Tried to give a range because obviously I'm not in the school management. I don't control their school fees, but at least I could give you a range of what it looks like. So I think you should check that video, how much it costs. I've made a video talking expressly about that before. Is it true that NCAT has received their Boeing 737 simulator and has started training on it? Not yet, but I think it's coming anytime soon. Yeah, they've not yet received it, but it's on the way. They've paid for it, like you can see on the news. We are all watching things on the news. So on the news currently, like it's there that it has been paid for, so we are all expecting it the same way you're expecting it. That's the same way I'm also like expecting it. So I really appreciate, guys. Like, you know, for every live stream I like to give a shout out to everyone that joined me in the live stream before I give my final notes. So for now, I would just like to thank Fair Gorgeous Beauty, Obo Wisdom, Noye Wandu, thank you so much. Kelvin Gaming, I know you had network issues like you told me. Thank you so much for joining today's live stream. George, thank you so much for being here. Unique San, thank you so much. if I have a bad history, can I join aviation? I really don't know. If you what do you mean like a bad history? I really don't get that point about having a bad history. I really don't get that point. So can you just like express it better so that I know what you mean by having like a bad history? So guys, today I just thought about something today in my last motivational note that I said I'm going to talk about today, and that's like telling you about the fact that you need to push for whatever you want. You need to push for, if you have a criminal history. Oh, gorgeous beauty, sorry, I can't see your questions, so I've not seen the question you asked, so I can't really treat that for now. You can just repose the question. Seems like it hasn't entered. Okay, if you have a criminal history, sincerely, I don't know about that for now. Maybe this will have to do with like the airlines. Maybe because nobody, it's just like saying, if you have a criminal history, can you go to school? I don't think anybody is going to stop you from going to school. It will have to do with like getting a job. Maybe airlines might ask questions like, have you been in the prison before? Have you done this? Have you done that? So for now, I don't think going to school, they are going to like stop you, but it's getting a job that's going to be the problem. Like, I think it's getting a job that will be the problem. But going to school, I don't think it's going to be a problem, because nobody stops anyone from going to school. Nobody stops anyone from gaining knowledge. But when it's time to work, because they feel if somebody is working for them, you're representing them. If somebody sees you, if, let me use for instance, if you're working for Cabri, let me just say Cabri, if you're working for Cabri, when you see Cabri, you automatically know that, okay, if you see someone working for Cabri, the person is kind of representing Cabri. So it's like that. A company might feel, if you've had a criminal record, please, we don't want anybody that had blah 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 and that. But I don't think nowadays they do that. People are getting more advanced, and they know that it might not have been your fault to like have gone to prison and all that. So criminal records, I really don't know much about that, but you've just given me a very good assignment to go and research about that, because I like to like read about all these things. Like, it helps to like add to my knowledge. So I'm going to do a study concerning that, and probably maybe tomorrow give you guys a feedback. If you have a criminal history, can you do aviation? Can you get a job in aviation? Something like that. So lastly, I would like to conclude by saying that you can get anything you want at all if you put your mind towards it. You can get anything in this world. You can get, okay, I think I'm seeing some more questions here. How old am I? I've said it before. I am 24. I'm 24. We're all making progress in life, so there's no point about that. So yes, I'm 24, and thank you so much. You said that you look young. Okay. So as I was saying, guys, you can achieve basically anything if you put your mind to it. All I want you to do, just make more research about anything you're going through, and I'm going to be uploading a video concerning starting a business at all, and I think you should also watch that, because a lot of persons that, hi guys, sorry, I'm having a slight network issue here, so if you can see me, just let me know that you can see me so that I can continue without any parts like, skipping. So it's clear, if it's still going to be 10 p, don't miss out on so many, a lot of things we're going to be discussing, and you have the opportunities to like ask your questions. So as I was concluding tonight, guys, always try to put in your best and make research concerning anything you're planning to do, anything you're going to, anything you're trusting God to like achieve, because you can definitely achieve anything. uh Okay, she asked how long does it take to get a student pilot license and the duration of the course. Basically, the school says it's 2 years. The school says it's 2 years. But the truth is that it sometimes lasts more than 2 years. It sometimes lasts more than 2 years. And welcome, guys. I'm seeing a lot of persons are joining. But the live stream starts by 10, guys. It starts by 10. So it's also good to come early so that we can finish early and we can like have a wonderful good night rest and start our day on the right notes. So that's why I try to like end it. You guys suggested 10 p.m. and that's why we start every day by 10 p.m. So please, tomorrow's live stream is going to be starting by 10 p.m. Try as much as possible to come early So, welcome. Abayami is here, though he's coming late, but welcome. It's so cool, like having you into this live stream. So, yeah, I answered that question initially. That's why I didn't like deal with it again. The difference between Mayday Mayday and Pampan, basically, the difference between Mayday Mayday and Pampan is that Mayday Mayday is a distress. It needs an immediate assistance, like an immediate assistance, while a pamper might be like a medical issue. You can wait till like you get to your destination before you like treat it. But when you hear on the radio Mayday Mayday, everybody is like running helter skelter because it's a major issue. It's a major issue. Like that means that person is either having a engine failure, engine fire. They need immediate assistance. But when you hear a pampan, maybe it's a medical issue, maybe a woman just like gave birth on the aircraft, or just slight things, not too slight, but things that don't like require immediate assistance. It usually deals with like medical things. So that's the difference between a mayday and a pampan. So I hope you get that. So thanks for so many people that are joining tonight. Just make sure you give this video a thumbs up before you go. That tells me like, yeah, you're enjoying what's going on here. So Chika, thank you very much. Keep the way you are on. We are following from Senegal. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. Wow, it's so nice. Senegal is a wonderful place, and I'm sure I'm going to visit it someday, like very, very soon, guys. Very, very soon. And I'll make sure I try to like look for you. Don't worry, you're going to be doing much about that. So, I think that will be all for tonight's live stream. Thank you so much. If you have any other questions, you can still leave them in the comment section so that I can like treat them in tomorrow's live stream. Thanks so much. We'll meet next time, even on the same channel. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, guys. Bye.